What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Rooster Retro Show. My name is Ryu, and you are watching Final Fantasy Part 6. And in today's episode, we are going to travel towards Mount Duragar, which is where the dwarves live. We haven't been there yet, but we've been hearing a little bit about them and some of the things that they can do in the realm here. They're obviously very well-skilled craftsmen, and they are having a little bit of an issue, to which we are going to go and find out what's the deal. What's the dealio over there in the mountain of dwarves. In the last episode, we went and got every treasure we could that was accessible with the the Mystic Key. And we were able to gear up a little bit, get some swords for Venus and Mid, and got that hammer, I think, as well for Swedge. Goku has pretty much just been about as regular as could be. Like I said, there's not going to be a whole lot of gear yet. That's all going to be more towards the end of the series, where Goku is going to be getting a little bit more equipped up. A lot better. So we're just gonna sail our ship over here to this dock, and this is the one you want to come to if you want to start exploring more of the world that we haven't gotten to yet. Off the top of my head, I'm not exactly sure what region of the world we're in. I think I know we're on the southern continent still. I believe we're going towards the west here, the southwest area of the entirety of the world map. There is a whole larger northern part, which may or may not have been mentioned yet, but I'm going to mention it now, where it's a bit more ancient. There's no ports, there's no docks, so we can't get there by boat. So eventually we're going to have to start looking for other methods of travel to make our way to the northern area, where some much more dangerous monsters and other inhabitants stay. I know we'll take care of that group of monsters pretty easily. No troubles here. Most of the enemies are still going to be some repeats. It's just, the game is really actually really good about making sure that your progression is going pretty naturally, even with the grind session. I know there are some grind sessions that are incorporated. Now, I didn't need to do one this time in between the two, otherwise I would have made mention of it. You'll see the little graphic pop up when that happens, but for now, we're okay. I will probably be doing a grind session after this episode, so in between episodes 6 and 7, there will be most likely a grind up, because it brings us to a really good area to do so. So we can just check out this new little area here. There's there's marshes, and it looks like there's a lot of marshland over here, which is led to believe that this is why the earth is rotting, the soil itself has become gross and rotten, full of filth, because the power and the energy of the earth crystal has been drained. And it is our purpose and our goal and our quest to retrieve the light to that said crystal that one of these party members is carrying. I really don't know which one carries which, and they don't really say in the game which one either, so maybe I could just make that up. I don't know which one of our heroes would be carrying the earth crystal, but that's the one we're going for. In the older games, it was called orbs. We were the carriers of the light orbs or something, but I believe in the translation originally it was always meant to be a crystal. But either way. I know they didn't change the graphic for it in this restored remake here. They still look like orbs is what I mean in the menu, not crystals. But I believe in text they refer to them in-game as crystals. So just a little comparison there. Alright, taking out the wolves. Oh, I love the look of those swords that we got. Was it the Rune Blade or something? Or Werebane? One of which each of those guys is carrying right now. Looks like it was actually kind of going the wrong way, I think. We're actually trying to make our way towards, like I said, Mount Duragar. And I'm trying to find where it is. The home of the dwarves. And yes, they are indeed experiencing some issues right now. But it's really not so much of a spoiler to say, since I already picked it up. That TNT that we got, or dynamite, whatever they called it in this version, that we picked up in Cornelia Castle will be very useful for this part of the game. And in helping the dwarves is what we're going to be needing it for. So make sure you definitely got that when you went and looted everything out of the castle with the Mystic Key. Otherwise, you won't be able to progress any farther to do so. But you could come here and then find out, and then be like, oh, I was supposed to do that, and then go back and go and do that. So either way. Alright, welcome to Mount Duragar, as well as Chapter 4, the Crystal of Earth. Finally starting this one. Now, this chapter here is going to be a bit of a lengthy one, because, well, we have to traverse through, what did they call it in this version? Well, it's either the Terra Cave or the Earth Cave. But before we get there, we are going to go to the Titan Cave. Oh, we got some money in there. That's very nice. And we'll just see some of the stuff before we get started. This will be kind of like a preface episode before we actually start delving into the dungeon itself. So there'll be a little bit of preparation involved. Lolly-ho! A little bit of preparation, a little bit of exploration. Oh, that goodness. Looking for some levistone. They say you can make anything float with it. Oh, that's interesting. We'll have to remember that for later. A bracelet can protect you, just like armor. Yes, indeed, it can, and it's very useful for our mage class characters. That sound, Derek is digging a canal. That might be one of the first times I've actually just looked at a word and said it wrong, instead of just, like, blathering it out. If only I had the rare metal adamantite, he could make us a very epic blade. Again, very useful stuff for later. That's actually going to be, like, last episode stuff. The earth is rotting slowly from the west. Yes, okay, so I was right. We're in the southwest area. Or the west, anyway. What they consider the west. A canal. I don't really know what sound they're talking about. I suppose I could have put some sound effects in here, but, there we go. There's one. So, okay, there's a little bit more down here. And this must be Narek. Oh, wonderful, nice work. Yes, yes, indeed. This nitro powder is just what I need to finish my canal. Now, excuse me while I get to work. Okay, it was nitro powder. And I believe in the PlayStation version, right here is a small cutscene. Not like a FMV or anything like that, but like a quick shot that shows you that the canal blows open. That's pretty neat. Oh, we got a helmet. I think I already have one of those. A lot of treasure over here. Mithril armor. That's gonna be very nice for our fighter. Got some money. Always good. And a house in a box. One of my favorite things to find. House in a box. Ooh, a great helmet. Now that's actually going to be an upgrade right there. And a tent. You know, in some of the earlier episodes, I think I kept saying tent as tant. And I don't know why. It's probably because I was saying it really fast, or I might have had a few drinks. Who knows? But I'm definitely going to get this mithril armor on. That's for sure. And okay, let's see. Also, I don't need the regular helmet anymore. We can switch out for that great helmet. Definitely an upgrade there for Venus. It's gonna make his head rock hard. God damn it! I'm innuendos. All right. So again, as always, just give all your junk to your black belt, and don't worry about equipping it because he can just carry that shit for you. Because it won't do any benefit to him equipping it at all. So just basically, here, carry my shit. Sorry, Goku. You're the guy that carries all the stuff. All right, and let's check this out here just to see if any of these weapons might be a little bit better for mid. I'm gonna throw that worm killer on. Let's see what that did. Okay, that actually made him go up a point, so that's alright. I'm down with a little bit of that extra bit. Don't know if I want him actually with that, though, because the Rune Blade is good against magic enemies. I'll go ahead and give that knife over there to Goku. Just carry that shit, buddy. We'll put the Werebane here on Venus. Let's see, well, maybe I'll, yeah, I just want to put it into, put it in the correct spot there. And we'll keep those longswords for the time being, because I think they are powerful, just with physical damage, but it's negligible at this point. I think I'd rather have the ability of the other two blades equipped on those two guys, since they'll be doing most of the doling out of the blade damage there. Okay, so that was essentially all of what we needed to do there. We just needed to give Derek the nitro powder, excuse me, I kept calling it that. And as you can see here, this little spot of land has been blown up. That's what they were digging. They're underground, they're digging that. So now we can cross through that with our ship. And we can make our way over onto that side, which essentially now opens up the entirety of the world, even though we can't really go anywhere else. You can explore up north if you want, but as previously stated, there are no docks. So other methods of travel will need to be done to really get there. But that's fine, because we don't even need to worry about that shit for a while. We're gonna be in the southern continent for a while still. There's still a good bit of content to go for this era. I don't even think we even need to start exploring really the entirety of it until class change. So once that happens, then you'll know that it's time. And I'm gonna try to progress that in the natural order and things. I know there are some skips that you can do. You can get like getting the airship early or going to the ice cave early. Before the fire chapter and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to go about the way that the game intended. I know it does make the fire chapter a lot easier if you go and you do all the upgrade stuff, but to me, it didn't really matter too much. I was able to do it, so that's how I did it. Alright, so we definitely want to start making our way back to the boat, over back to the ship. We got to take care of some of these mobs that are getting in our way. And we'll go through that little area of the canal that's been opened up. So we can go explore. There is another town over there. Perhaps, though, before I make my way there, though, we should, because I don't believe the next town has an item store, and I definitely want to stock up on items. Specifically, tons of potions, probably a lot of antidotes. If I can afford tents and cottages, that would be very ideal. And Elfheim seems to be just really the closest place to get to it, to be able to go stock up, so... Shit, we got ambushed! by these damn sea creatures. Oh god, okay, there's what the big eye does. He definitely paralyzes if you don't kill the big eye right away. I know I've been talking about that enemy here a lot in previous episodes, but there you go, that's what they do. You definitely want to take care of them right away. The Sahagins just have more hit points than the big eyes do. But they don't hit nowhere near as bad. It's just really annoying to have them there, so that's why I targeted that one first. Just like, let's just wipe them out. I know Goku can deal some serious damage now. Oh, and Thunder, it looks like it's gonna work very well against sea-based creatures. In the elemental table of things, and this is true with most RPGs that have elemental, the elemental type magic involved. It's, you know, water type is gonna be hurt more by thunder type, bolt magic, things like that. Undead to fire, holy, you know, things like that. I forgot what ice and wind had a thing too in some games, but they like to change that up a little bit in different RPGs that are out there, so they won't always follow that schematic is what I mean. Alright, welcome to Item Shop. Let's see. I should have probably checked. Yeah, gold needles, I'm gonna need at least one. Maybe I should get two, because there is gonna be an enemy in the later areas here that will be able to give us the stoned ability, and not in the good way. I'll go ahead and pick up those couple tents there. Let's get some antidotes, that'll be nice. Alright, let me see, let's check our stock level here. Oh, okay, 11 potions, 11 antidotes. 3 gold needles should probably be alright, maybe 5 would be better, but... yeah, I think those numbers are low. Let's get a couple more of those gold needles, for sure. Yeah, 5 should do it. That's 1 for each person. I think I'm okay on the rest of that stuff. Because we do have a white mage, and most of the healing ability will be done from Swedge, so I'm really not too terribly concerned about overstocking right now, although it would be a good idea to do so. So if you are here in the Elfheim area on your gameplay, you could probably go ahead and stock up a little bit more. That would have actually been something I should have done, but that's alright. 11 and 11. I can make do. That's you know, 2 for each character and then an extra one, so... Can't possibly be worse than that. As I say that, it will probably be worse than that. Probably. Damn it. Speak English good. And take out that shark like a boss. Alright, so now it is time to head to that canal, to that canal, where we were able to assist the dwarves in blowing up the piece of that little bit of earth that we need to get through. I don't understand why they couldn't have just blown up some mountain, you know, or maybe made a pathway through the mountain, but I guess, you know, just for the sake of the game, that's why they did it that way. Jeez, this is a big-ass group of fucking sea monsters that we'll have to take out here. Like I said, targeting the big eyes first, just to make sure that they die and they don't stun. It's just one less attack that you've got in your group if they do so. So, might as well negate it while you can. Damn it, Swedge, why don't you stop missing all the time? Yeah, obviously his ability isn't suited for combat, melee combat, so to say. And they're really not doing a whole lot of damage anyway, even to Swedge at this point. Like, we've definitely outclassed them a whole lot. This fight's just for the money. I know I can get a good little bit of gold off these guys, and it's always good to just keep fighting anyway, instead of running all the time. I mean, you know, I could have skipped it, but you know, this was already going to be about a 25-minute episode anyway, so. All the content I can. Yeah, 170. Okay, it could have been better. See, I really would rather be fighting Buccaneers. Buccaneers is the way to go when you're on the open sea. They're the one that dole out the cash there. And slip right through the canal. Bye, Mount Durgar. See you guys later. Oh, look, another little town. Perfect. Alright. Okay, good. No battle. I was going to say, am I going to get into a battle right here before I get into the town? Anyway, welcome to the village of Melmond. And things are not looking good here. This is a tomb. There's a lot of graves all over the place. Looks like a lot of people have died. The ground is rotting. It's all shitty and brown. The vampire attacked us, destroying the church and leaving our town in shambles. Yeah, it certainly looks that way. Warriors, restore the light of the crystals. Yes, that's our job. I'm just the farmer. Well, you're doing a really terrible job there, buddy. Doesn't look like there's anything growing around here. Alright, here is the weapon shop. There is pretty much nothing here for us that's going to be an upgrade in the weapons area. We've got much better gear right now that we found through chests. Warriors, restore the light of the crystals. Yes, thank you, everyone, for reminding us what our job is. Alright, welcome to the white magic shop. Let's see. Oh, definitely you got some level 5 magic here. Let's get that to Swedge. Karaga. That's definitely going to be an upgrade there. Yes, I'll spend 8,000 gold on it. Gil, excuse me. Because I have a lot of money. That raise spell might also be very useful here. Now we don't have to travel back to a town to revive a slain party member. So that is very, very useful at this part of the game. Make sure you definitely pick that up. Let's see if we can get any level 5 black magic here from mid. Faraga, that's definitely going to be an upgrade. We're going to need that, especially in the adventure coming up in the caverns of the earth. There's again going to be a lot of undead, so Swedge and mid with their magical abilities are going to be oh, the earth crystal, yeah, there you go, it's over there. The sage Sarda lives south of the Titan's tunnel. He is very wise. Oh, okay, so we'll have to remember that guy. That's definitely going to be a main quest point for later. My name is Jim. I was sent to the dwarf village to investigate the cause of the earth's decay. Thanks, Jim. Jim Halpert, ladies and gentlemen. He's a dwarf in this game. There once was a prosperous civilization in the northern world. Now it is ruins. In ruins. They say the ancients could use a stone to make their ships fly. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so there's the knowledge of the north, and knowledge also of other means of travel that we could use to maybe reach those northern lands later on in the adventure. The Titan who lives in the tunnel eats gems. He loves rubies. All right, sounds like a Goron from Zelda. And this is a very important character. I am the renowned scholar, Dr. Oon. What? You've never heard of me? Either Oon or Un. I think it's Dr. Oon. Oon. Let's go take a gander over here at the weapon shop. I'm sorry, armor shop. Ooh, that is expensive. I've pretty much run out of money now, but that knight's armor, I might have to grind up and get that. Because that's awesome. What do I have here to sell? Do I have anything I can get rid of maybe to get some money back? Well, I guess I can sell all the trash that Goku's carrying. Because we don't need any of that anymore, so this is a pretty good time to go ahead and do so. We'll unburden you there, buddy. Let's take that load off. It doesn't do anything statistically, so don't worry about that. Just carrying it is fine. But yeah, just getting rid of all the trash I don't need. We're pretty much equipped for what we need so far. The Earth Cave is on the Devil's Tail Peninsula, southwest of this town. Alright, Earth Cave. That's definitely our next journey. Our goal. Vampire is in the Earth Cave, and he's stealing. It sounds like it's the vampire that's doing some shit. He's the one that's wrecked this town, attacked Melman. So he obviously must be the one that's guarding the Earth Crystal. I guess I could get rid of that long sword, just for the money. I think I had 2 of those. Yeah, mid has one, okay. Ooh, a rune blade. Well, that rune blade's worth something. Yeah, obviously the swords that we picked up over there in the Temple of Fiends, much more worthy of our warriors right now than some regular-ass longsword. And that knife is useless. Yeah, I don't need that because I don't have a thief and I don't have a black mage. So I might as well just sell that. And anytime I get knives in this run, I'm just going to get rid of them. Alright, we'll do a little heal up. Get a little heal ski going on. And save the game, of course. Ooh, 100 gil. As you can see, the inns are increasing in accommodation price. So, if you really, like, in this part of the game, actually, where this port is located, it's actually pretty close to Cornelia. So if you wanted, and just take the extra time to go over there to Cornelia and get a quick cheap heal, you can do that in for 30 gil, and it'll still heal you up 100%. So that's good. Okay, so first things first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my way over towards this Titan cave that I've heard about. What is it? The Elder Sarda lives beyond it. So let's see if we can go through that and go meet up with this Sarda guy, who will probably be very important to our quest later on. But first we have to get there, so we must traverse the bog. It's like a very marshy swampy area now. It's definitely, the rot has set in. Oh, we got ambushed by some shadows. Yeah, the enemies here are going to start becoming more and more undead as we get closer to the area that we're supposed to be getting to. Now, the area right here in the world, it does kind of bracket off one way to the right, one way to the left. I believe to the left is the Titan's Cave, and over to the right is the Earth Cave. You might hear me make mention of that as the Terra Cave, but I think that's actually the second part of that area, and not necessarily the entire thing. I'll have to check my edits and how I did that out, or maybe go do a little bit of research on that before I release episode 7. But I'll make sure of that before that happens. But anyway, here's the first area that we want to go to, just to get a little story out of the way here. All right, this is the Titan's Cave, and I really dig the blue. It's pretty cool. What I don't dig is the mob of warg wolves up in this motherfucker. This is what I made mention of. I think it was in episode 4 that we would be ambushed by a large group of enemy wolf. And yeah, they're so fast. They always get, even without being ambushed, they will always seem to, like, most of this party will go first. So yeah, this is a very stressful and annoying fight. Ooh, very nice critical from Goku there. We can at least take out what we can take out. Yeah, see, it's like fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these fuckers left. Out of a group of 8. With the total 9. Oh yeah, 9 of these guys can show up at possible. And I believe sometimes even a green one can show up, like a great wolf or something like that. So yeah, this cave is guarded by by these canine fiends. Well, I shouldn't call them fiends because that's a thing in this game. Oh well, you know what I mean. But yeah, just take your time and just try to target the ones that you need to target here. Put your heaviest hitters on the ones that haven't had any damage done to them yet. That would usually be pretty good. So ideally, Goku would take out one that's going to be... Oh, there we go. Nice job, Swedge. Yeah, see, he took out a weaker one. See, and even our main guys aren't really doing a whole lot. It might be 2 rounds to do this. All right, that's good. That worked. Yeah, see, 2 hits, and that still wasn't quite enough. All right, I'll let Mid finish off the one he's fighting, and I'll have my 2 heavy guys try to take on that. Okay, there we go. Yes. We're going to have a little ineffective here, but that's okay. Oh, maybe not. Good. Right on, perfect. That was actually pretty ideal, until later when I have to fight them fuckers again. I might have skipped that one because of how annoying that battle is. Oh, hello, Mr. Titan. No one passes this way. Okay. So you might be asking yourself right now, what do I do now? I thought this was the Earth Cave or something. No, this is the Titan Cave, and we'll come back. We're just blocked off right now, so it looks like we're gonna have to go explore on the other side, right after we take out this tiger. Tigers and wolves all up in this bitch. This is a fierce cave. It's really not a good area though to grind because well, they give you a good bit if you fight tigers, but the wolves themselves are a little bit low on EXP and on gil, so not ideal. You should come over this way and go to the actual area that we're supposed to be exploring right now, the Earth Cave. We'll head over that way here as soon as we take out this hyena. And this ogre. Yeah, the ogres right now are pretty easy as well, too. We're pretty much outclassed them, too. Now, we will see a greater... I think there's a larger ogre over in the cave as well. We might not actually go into the depths yet. Like I said, this episode was kind of preparation, getting us ready. Because the next episode, I want to definitely make sure we focus on that dungeon. As the adventure continues on that way. But we'll make our way over there, fighting and slaying beasts. Again, it's always very good to not use your magic on your way over here, so try to save your spell charges from your mages as best you can, because once you get inside the dungeon, that's where you're really going to be wanting to use your magical abilities. There's going to be, like I said, there's going to be some enemies in there that are undead, that will be susceptible to fire, to the Dia spell, to the Diaga spell, which will be very useful, so you want to save all those charges best you can. Oh shit, we got double poisoned. These tarantulas are throwing out that venom like crazy. We'll definitely have to make sure to mitigate that before we get out of here. Now, I usually don't do that in battle just because I don't mind taking a little bit of damage instead of wasting the round that I could be using to deal damage to use an antidote or something. Now, I will use it in battle if the situation is appropriate and I don't feel like just, you know, like someone might be low on health and then they get poisoned, so let me get rid of that. So the poison doesn't, you know, seep and destroy one of my light warriors. That would not be good. So yeah, they're okay. They'll be fine. They'll just take a little bit of extra damage here, but it won't be so bad. The tarantulas here aren't even dealing a whole lot of damage, especially since Venus is totally, like, armored out. He'll be very much more powered up when I go get that Knight's armor. Which, like I said, I might do in between episodes. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. So you can actually start this cave early, and I'll make mention of it in the next episode when I talk about it. Oh, forgot about the poison already. Walking around getting... just dying. Oh, shit. Yeah, I might also need to stock up in between episodes as well. That might not be a bad idea, just because we're already getting poisoned. We're not even in the damn thing yet, so... That's fine. Go ahead and take a save right here as well. Not a bad idea. But what I was saying earlier, just a moment ago, is that you can actually go in this cave a little early, and this would be a great grind spot before we actually go in to the depths of the Earth Cave. Thank you so much for watching the Rooster Retro Show. My name is Rue, and we will see you on the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon to be reminded of future uploads. See you next time.